Hello, everyone. Welcome to April 2022. This is Lisa Mama Bear coming through, and I've been strongly guided here this morning at 8:29. I'm feeling the presence of uh, our soul's essence all around and feeling very much in the presence of love. And so I'm not even sure if these messages are going to be shared with you. I feel ridiculous. And yet, it's absolutely perfect, I feel, in many ways to be guided here to share. So let's just take some deep breaths. So it's April the Fools. It's April Fool's Day, everyone. And oh, I'm hearing like Mr. T's voice, like Mama didn't raise no fool. And it feels collectively and personally really, I feel excited and playful. It feels exciting and playful if we are tuned in to the little voices, the little girls and boys within that just seek to run free and play and really extract the joy within each and every day. And, I'm feeling very emotional now because it feels so much that we have it upside down, flipped. We've been flipped upside down, turned around, inside out, and backwards. And it's, this is what, uh, this is what sort of facilitates the heaviness and the intensity of the moment. Plus, we have all these planetary alignments. We have we've just passed the new moon in Aries. There is an intensity about this time that's really calling for each of us. I'm going to take this off. For each of us to come online to who we are, what we're here for, what we're passionate about. On a planetary scale, we're within a time of completion, and what is completing is I'm just going to say it, patriarchal bullshit, where women, mothers, children, we've just have it feels like we have a bunch of um, uh, boys and girls behaving badly, bad actors out there on the world stage. Sorry for saying and stuff a lot in 444. I feel nervous on some level, and yet uh, very much guided and being brave and courageous to share what's coming through, because this is a time of awakening. And the planet, we are in need of a collective awakening in order to shift things for humanity. For humanity, I don't know about you. I'm not okay with, mind-controlled humans, bots, living. I don't want to live the rest of my life this way, that way, right? That is not anything like you think back to. So I'm, early 50s, and back in the day, the Jetsons. This is nothing like the Jetsons. This is absolute ridiculous insanity, and what we're seeing playing out on the world stage is perpetuating of cycles which do not support humanity. Call me a dreamer, call me crazy. I've been called all those things. It doesn't matter anymore, because we are truly incredibly more powerful through our hearts than we have been given credit for, than you have given yourself credit for. And we have the opportunity within this matrix, within this web of things, stream of things, we have choices. We have choices. And personally, after all of the experiences that I have had, sorry about that, my battery's showing that it's dying. After all of the experiences that I personally have lived through, and no doubt you have lived through your own personal experiences that have just that have been as harrowing and horrific and heroic at the end of it. And it's through our ability to get real, get back to basics, get back to God. Who are you? God is the essence of who we are. Love is the essence of who we are. And most of my life, I have felt offended by the external narrative and the external BS that has been fed. And so, and for the most part, I have stayed within that connection to source that has always been there, that connection to God, this unseen. And, as a young child going to Sunday school and stuff, there was always this, external painted vision. And, the painted vision on Sundays or in any school doesn't really match the external. Although it does within the system at this time, because the system is conditioning and has conditioned for generations, has conditioned what they see as your future, as what they see you as, which is nothing really. Your children, nothing. It's cattle. It's, cattle. Sorry if that is offensive. Sorry, not sorry. Because we are here to restore God's glory through the path of forgiveness, through the spiral of grace within us. We move within that spiral of grace to stability, to inner peace. We are so supported as individuals and as a global collective to flip the script. And now, it's 8:38. Now is the most opportune time for this. This is the time of mastery. This is a time of God's children, mothers, fathers, children the apples of God's eyes coming back online. Moving out of the box. They just showed me a box in my mind's eye, and it's like the box is where they want you, where they want us. Is that where you want to be? Is that where you want to be? And this is a serious question. And, we're at the stage in 2022 where we can continue to play into the divisive narrative that wants us all in box, labeled XYZ elemental P. And that is not cool. Where we can no longer say, and we can no longer show up in places of worship all dressed up in our Sunday, Monday, any day best, and then continue to keep living in this collective mess. Because if you don't clean it up now in your own home, in your own life, what the heck what are you doing? What are you doing? And my hope and intention is that this does not come across as judgment. Only as a seed of recognition that we carry within ourselves judgment. When we are out there in the world portraying ourselves however we portray ourselves, only we know if we are in alignment with our soul and the truth of our soul and what we truly believe. I keep hearing these days, what has man made God? Because there's the inversion right there. Because God is the consciousness, the divine source, the divine mother and father that has created the child. Not AI. What has created the AI, the artificial injection into the consciousness? So on this day, it feels like I'm guided to ask, what are you here to create? What is, your golden thread within this tapestry of life, like free energy? We are the energy. Canadians had a joke played on them today, except it's not a joke. The tyrannical government regime that we are living within at this time in this country has a 25% carbon tax. 25% carbon tax on already ridiculous, like just taxed to the bone. And when you die, you're still going to be taxed, and there's still going to be this debt that is owed. It's baloney. It's absolute nonsense. It's nonsense. And any outside entity, and there are a lot of people have a lot of entities and parasites attached to them. And it's up to us through our breath, through our connection to really all that we see is to come. We are called home to the God, to the Christ, to the sister and brother of light that lives within you, that knows deep, deep within your bones what is right and true. Not just for you, not just for me, not just for one of us individually, for all of us. For all of us. It's like ding, ding. a notification on the phone. That's hilarious. I usually have those turned off because it's like it's all these distractions here, never never really calling us what God is calling us home, to focus our attention, bring our awareness and our attention and our consciousness back home. Because externally they are seeding for you where they are leading you. Don't talk about Green New Deals if you're still using plastic toothbrushes, buying bottled water. Honestly, consciousness is about the everyday actions, consistently, integrity. It's sticking with what standing true to what and feel deep within you. And when you are in that space of awareness and knowing of your that you are an emanation of source, there can be no wavering. And if you waver, you will feel it. You will feel it in your physical body. And for, those of all of us who are empaths and sensitive, it's really our bodies speaking to us, and it's the bones, right? It's the bones, it's the teeth, it's the head, right? And this is why this act becomes so important. We're so guided and supported. And humanity's, the plans for humanity have not been thwarted. It's up to you and I. It's up to us to show up every day in our bear onesie if we're called to, and to share messages of love and support and truth. And it's felt. It's felt. We're not meant to be all riled up all the time. All riled up and it feels gross, right? It feels gross. The hair was bugging me. That was feeling, like that was a way I was guided yesterday, and I had to support the shift for myself into this new month. And so on this day of the new moon in Aries, bring your awareness back to how you're feeling. What's coming up for you? What dreams are being dreamt within you? What dreams want to be birthed through you? Work with the breath within you to clear and release any tension through. And on this day of the Fool, April Fools, know that we were each born as a sacred fool. Where's the humor? Where's the joy? Where's the zest? Like, the riled up should be like riled up with excitement. Like, I remember as a child in Sunday school, rising and shining and giving God the glory, right? And doing all the little actions and being expressive. And this is the call. This is the restoration of glory. We are called at this time, and it's not a religious call. It is not a religious call. In fact, I feel strongly this is a wake-up call for those who have identified as religious through this lifetime. And the question that is coming through is, who is the God? Where is the God that you have worshipped? That's it. That's it. And so as one who is called to speak and name God as a consciousness, as source, as the father of life, the mother and father of life, I'm also called at this time to the divine feminine principle that has been um, suspiciously omitted and um, not really weaved into the word through the consciousness. And I'm not going to go there right now. There's a lot coming through, and there's going to be a lot more sharing over the coming days and weeks and months with you. And this call to name and God, source, uh, walking hand in hand, heart in heart with our brother Jesus, the Christ, our brother in light, as he holds the hands of all of the sisters coming back online, no longer hiding away in fright. Your dreams are the healing songs that you came to sing. You, your life, your presence here now, your breath, your heart beating is a blessing. May April bring you and allow you to be open enough to receive all the blessings with your beautiful, sweet name. You, me, all of us, and all yet to come are truly the apple, the sweet children of God's eyeballs. And like I said, I'm not sure if this is gonna get out there. If it does, I trust that you have received uh, some love and felt loved and supported through this connection. It truly is an honor and privilege to be heart beating, body breathing here on Mother Earth with you at this time. I see you, I feel you, I love you. Thank you for your sweet star shine. Divine masculine and feminine coming back online.